Hello, I'm going to teach you how to learn a moon kick or a gainer flash in a very sequential manner so that it makes it easy to pick up rather than just trying to do the move outright. I'm limited on what I can show you because I'm still injured, so I've got to really restrict what I do landing on my left leg, but this is the motions to think of. The first thing you want to try and do is to learn this motion. So you're going to go over the shoulder and put your hands on the floor, like this. Very, very easy, okay? But if you notice with this movement, I'm going straight over the shoulder, both arms going over the shoulder. So it's very not scary, it's cartwheel-esque and very simple. The next step to getting the right motion is to make sure this arm goes over this shoulder, but make sure this right arm goes over the right shoulder and not over the left. So you go over your shoulder like this. Okay, if you notice then, I put my left hand on the floor. You want to do it again, but actually make sure that the point where both hands touch the floor, the point where your hand touches the floor, both hands touch the floor. So it's a bit like this. So you see both touching the floor at the same time. Now what this does is it makes it, you can get over the fear of going sideways because while still going backwards, because you associate this movement with going sideways as opposed to going backwards, and it's a very easy thing to do. The next stage is actually learning how to do just one step. So you want to stay standing like this, and go one step like this. Just get comfortable, it's really easy, like kicking a ball, like this, okay? Next thing you want to do is remember going back to the start, go into a cartwheel. So you step, you kick, and go into a cartwheel. Okay, very simple. The next thing you actually want to do is evolve that a little bit more. So you step and go over the shoulder. Okay, so you're going over more. And then what you do is you move that on a little bit more. So you think, okay, I can do one step, let's try to do 3 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then try 1, 2, 3 with a cartwheel. 1, 2, 3. Very simple, you're just running into it step by step. And then the next thing you want to do is actually chuck it over that shoulder. So go 1, 2, come on. So go 1, 2, 3, and over it. Step by step, you want to learn to chuck it more until you're actually doing a gainer flash. So you're going over, and it's almost like you're swinging backwards into a back handspring. So, like this sort of motion, do you see what I mean? Like, it's like a gainer, but you're putting your hands down. So it becomes like this sort of swinging motion. And if you run into it, you'll find that this swinging motion has so much more power to it, you can sort of have your hands touch the floor less and less. The next thing to take into mind when you're doing this is that, to begin with, once you get really comfortable doing this, you'll find that you're taking off and you're chucking everything straight back, which is great for learning, great for practicing, but it's not good practice. And you'll be losing a lot of height from it. So what you want to do after this is to modify your technique to get height. Now, the way you do this is instead of taking off and going straight back to the floor, you want to try and imagine that you're going up first and then going over the shoulder. So, a good way to think of it is, again, go back to the standing motion, and instead of going right over the shoulder, is to actually think, right, we've got up and then over the shoulder, like this. And then you just incorporate this into the run, step by step, and before you know it, you're doing a moon kick. I learnt this method of teaching fairly recently, and already 3 people at the gym who couldn't do gainers have already been able to do them. So it's definitely a very useful thing to do, and that's it.